We are live on Facebook and YouTube. We're just going to wait for a little bit while people come on. We'll just give it a little bit of a moment, and I will just check to see that everything is up and live on Facebook. Okay. Yes, looks all good. We're all live. Welcome everyone that's coming in. I'm just going to kick off. Hi there everyone. My name is Karla and I am part of Industry Connect Global. So welcome to this Facebook Live where we're going to just tell you a bit about our new process that is going to start on the 10th of May intake. That's our next intake. So I'm going to bring on each tutor. The tutor is going to explain what is going to be covered in that specific program. But just to kick it off, from now on, our job ready programs, which are 6 weeks, are going to be video based, and then it will have each week a workshop on a Wednesday and Thursday for 2 hours each for Q&A, and also the tutors will go over what that week covered. So the videos are released every Monday morning, and then you watch, there's be 3 modules. You'll watch those 3 modules, and then on a Wednesday and Thursday, you jump on a Zoom live meeting with your tutor. The tutor will go over a quick recap of what you went through for that week, and then they'll go into question and answer time. Okay, so that's our new process. That is all to do with the 6-week job ready program. The second step is always the internship with MVP Studio. That doesn't change. And the third step is with GTIO, Global Talent, our recruitment alliance. So I'm going to bring on Manil Kapoor, who is the test analyst tutor. He will be creating and presenting these videos. So he's going to give us a bit of a background on what you're going to be actually learning. Okay, so I'll just bring Manil on. Hi there, Manil.
Hey, hi Karla, how are you?
Hi, great, thank you. So Manil, can you just tell everyone with these modules, what is going to be covered during these 6 weeks?
Okay, so we have 6 weeks of training that we do. So week 1 would be covering up the start of testing, the foundations, which basically is something like a software development life cycle, testing life cycle, methodologies in testing, and we'll be showcasing them the test portal that Industry Connect has created, the HOS portal, which will be supplement or like an experiment for them to do over for test automation in further weeks. And then week 2, we slowly start diving into test automation, where we start telling them about NUnit and different frameworks and stuff. And we cover things like bug management, defect management, and things. And by week 3, we are kind of full throttle into a bit of coding. When I say coding, we start with object-oriented concepts with C# as a language of choice. And then we cover a bit of Selenium. We start writing our first automation tests by the end of week 3. And by week 4, 5, and 6, we have a pretty set agenda where we cover the BDD, Behavioral Driven Development Spec Flow, which is a really popular tool or framework used out in the market on top of the Selenium test. Week 5 is for API testing and API test automation. Again, very popular Postman tool covered and a bit of REST library. And then we wrap it up with load testing with a tool called JMeter. So we cover like 3 very critical skills: test automation, UI. Then we cover API test automation, and then we cover the performance testing. And in between all of those weeks, we will supplement the viewers or the students who will join with a few videos outside this video. Like we'll give them some forms, 10, 15 videos to have a look at or do like study in their own time, so they can go get more clarifications. And I think you need to explain them how it will work. Like you will give the videos out during the start of the week, and then we will have the sessions, clarification kind of sessions. So I think what I understood was we'll give them the videos at the start of the week, like first
Yes.
week. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And,
like I said in the beginning, all the videos for that week will be released on a Monday morning. And then you get time to watch all those videos. It's on your own time. And then on a Wednesday and Thursday evening, might be depending on obviously what country you're in, you will have a Zoom live meeting with a tutor that will go over a quick recap and then Q&A time.
Yeah, I would say that even if the folks don't sit, like are not comfortable with the time zone or something, what they can do is, because we have Slack as a medium of communication, they can just put their question in the Slack, and we will, as a tutor, whoever it is, we will be ready to give an answer to you during the channel. Also give you a direct message of any small to big thing, or if you want any help in any areas, because we are available for you like full time those 6 weeks, and we will be also answering questions on Slack whenever you have. This is especially for people who are outside Australia and New Zealand, who have a lot of difference in time, and I hope that it will help you in your career ahead and with the journey with the Industry Connect. It's a good change, guys, because I think that obviously the 2-hour sessions, we would love to do 2-hour sessions more, but I think this will help us to go to a different level, more learning, online learning, as well as clarifications, straight clarifications.
So during that week's modules, have you got homework for them to do during those modules? Like homework?
So by the end of the modules, we will give them like a PDF kind of documentation. We'll give them small exercise to complete through. Especially when we start the core technical weeks, week 3, 4, 5, and 6, they have to on an everyday basis be given some homework on a daily basis so they can complete something up. So they will be hands-on, and it's very important to be hands-on. Only then they will be able to grasp the concepts properly, and then they can bring along those questions and issues that they are facing in the Wednesday and Thursday session. So yeah.
Great. Fantastic. That's awesome. That sounds really, really good, Manil. Thank you so much for explaining what they'll cover in the Test Analyst Job Ready program over those 6 weeks and those modules. It's very clear and concise and very streamlined. So it should be a good way, a pathway for them to easily grasp, and as well as coming into the workshops for Q&A, just to confirm and either clarify if they didn't understand. So thank you so much for that. Next, we're going to bring on Clovis. Now, Clovis is the software developer tutor. Hi there, Clovis. How are you?
Hello, Karla. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Oh, well, thank you. So Clovis, we've gone over, I've told everyone our new process with everything being video-based starting on the 10th of May intake. Now you're creating all these videos. Can you just please go over exactly what will be covered during these 6 weeks in the videos? And then I've also told everyone that there'll be workshops on a Wednesday and Thursday with either yourself or one of the other tutors for Q&A and a bit of a recap.
Fantastic. Sure. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone who is watching. So I will be helping you guys to learn software development, okay? And we cover everything with the full stack development. So basically, you will learn how to become a full stack developer, okay? The languages of choice is C#. So we teach everything about C#, all the fundamentals of C#, okay? We cover all the basics of object-oriented programming, which is what we're going to be using in C#. We also cover entity framework with some of the link queries, which are very useful to fetch some and communicate to the database. Okay, and we're going to cover SQL database. So on the program, you guys are going to be using SQL for the database side of things. and we're also going to learn .NET Core, okay, .NET Core MVC, and also .NET. So it's also going to be cover all the fundamentals of that as well. Also, on top of it, we're going to be learning with the MVC and also the web APIs, which you guys going to understand they are very similar on how they work. So we're going to cover both of them, and we're going to have hands-on projects with both MVC and web APIs as well. Then this is all to do with the back-end side of things for the full stack development. Then we move on the last 3 weeks, so we move on more to the front end side of things, which we're going to be covering everything of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, from the fundamentals of JavaScript to advanced. So we kind of have a big focus on JavaScript because that's going to be the base for you and the foundation for you to learn React, which is going to be the way I see it. It's going to be the biggest thing that most of the participants, when they come into this program, they new to React. So maybe if you are joining us, you can start looking to React. That's going to help as well for you with your learning, progress for sure. Yeah.
Fantastic. And that's the whole 6 weeks. What's going to be covered?
It is the whole 6 weeks. It is very practical. On the videos and also in the Q&A, we will show you guys how to create the projects. We show you guys how to install all of the softwares you need on your computer. We're going to provide the link, explain how to install if you have problems. We're going to be there available to help as well, to install and to debug or to troubleshoot any of the problems you might come across. Okay, and basically you will be able to install everything. Most of the tools we use for the training, they are free, so don't worry about having to buy a license or anything like that. You surely can install everything on your computer and be able to complete a full stack development project without any problems.
Fabulous. And like Manil prior to you did bring it up, but our communication, way of communicating is via Slack, everyone. And so when you join one of our Job Ready programs, you'll also be invited to the Slack channel for specifically that intake for software developers. So you'll be in that Slack channel with all your software developer participants for that intake, and the tutors as well. So you can ask questions there. The tutors will be active there. As well as the other students, the participants as well, and sometimes they jump in and answer questions as well. So it's very much a community type of channel. So you're never alone. If you've got questions as you're watching things or having problem with installation of things, then you can ask on our Slack channel.
Very important to be active on this. Use this platform. It's very useful. Yeah.
Yes, very, very important. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for explaining that, although what's going to be learnt in the Software Developer Job Ready program. Thanks so much, Clovis, for your time. Now I'm going to bring on Lincoln. Lincoln who? Now, Lincoln is the tutor for Business Intelligence Data Analyst. Hi there,
Karla.
Lincoln.
Hi, Karla. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Wonderful. So Lincoln, can you just tell everyone with your all your modules, your video modules, what will be covered during the 6 weeks for BI Data Analyst Job Ready program?
Yeah, sure. So the 6 weeks, we split the first 3 weeks and later 3 weeks. And first 3 weeks, it's mainly for data analysts. And then later 3 weeks, more focused on for the business intelligence developer. So the first week, we will go through some SQL fundamentals, set up the Microsoft SQL Server database environment. And then we will talk about the SQL query, SQL fundamentals. Then we will also go deep dive into SQL and some advanced SQL programming, for example, stored procedure functions, etc. And then week 2, we will be working on the Power BI, which is one of the most popular business intelligence products on the market. So, and it's also Microsoft product. So we focus on Microsoft product because Microsoft product is very popular on the market for data analyst and business intelligence developer job. So second week will be Power BI. So we will go over Power BI. We will do some Power BI overview with the fundamentals, the basic functionalities, and then we will also deep dive into Power BI Query Editor, so which is a tool you can use to extract the data, transform, and load the data into Power BI. And then we will also have a look at the Power BI cloud services, because Power BI eventually it's a cloud services, just like Microsoft Azure or Amazon AWS or Google Cloud Platform. So eventually you need to publish Power BI reports into cloud. So we will also have a look at the functionalities in Power BI cloud. So that's pretty much for week 2. And then week 3, we will go through some data warehouse knowledge and concepts and understanding the normalization, denormalization, and what's the difference between the OLTP and data warehouse. And we will also go deep dive into dimensional modeling, star schema, Kimball methodology. So that's week 3. And week 4, we will week 4, week 5, week 6, we will be concentrating on the Microsoft Business Intelligence Stack, which is Microsoft SQL Server Integration Services, Microsoft Reporting Services, and Microsoft Analysis Services. So week 4, we will learn integration services. It's a Microsoft BI integration tool you can use to design the ETL, extract, transform, and load. Extract the data from data sources, transform, and load into data warehouse. And then week 5, we will have a look at the analysis services. So we use, it's all, again, Microsoft product. So it's services you can use to build a multidimensional cube or tabular model for reporting. And week 6, we will go through the reporting services. So reporting services similar to Power BI, it's a reporting tool you can use to design the paginated report and then publish the report into the web portal, into the web page, and share to the users. So that's pretty much the structure of the 6 weeks course.
Sounds,
so, yeah.
It sounds very, very concise. And so also, Lincoln, have they got projects, homework to do during each week?
Yeah. So after each week, we will give some exercise for the participants to do some practice and exercise. So that's what we normally do for all the previous intakes, and we will continue to do that. Okay,
wonderful. And then obviously the workshops as normal, we're on a Wednesday and Thursday, where you will jump on a live Zoom meeting with your tutor. They will do a recap of that week's modules, and then there'll be a Q&A so they can help you if you've had any problem with anything or need clarification in any area. So thanks so much, Lincoln. Anything else you'd like to add in there?
And just like Manil and Clovis mentioned, we can also use Slack as a communication channel. So if you have any questions, you can post into Slack or message the tutor in Slack, and we will be able to help you in the Slack channel as well.
Fantastic. Okay, so we've got a few people on here. I'm just wanting to ask everyone, if you've got any questions, please pop them in to the comments now, and we can answer these questions live if you've got any questions at all. Oh, wonderful. Q-Ming Lee says, thanks, Lincoln, for all the details. Sounds fascinating.
Oh,
fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah.
So any questions, anyone? I'll leave it for just a few more seconds. And if there's no questions, then we will wrap this up. Just bring on all the other tutors. Just have a look at the comments. There are no questions at the moment, so I think we'll just wrap that up. If there's any questions out there, or if you're watching this replay, you've got any questions at all, then please have a chat with one of us. Either register your interest and one of the team will give you a call to have a bit of a chat about anything. But we're going to wrap it up here right now. We hope that was very informative for you all about the new process, which is starting on the 10th of May, which is our next intake, okay? If you haven't registered for one of the Job Ready programs, you're registered your interest and wanting to chat to one of the team, then I've put in the comment section the link to apply and register. Once you've done that, the team will be notified and they will give you a call, okay? So thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you so much, tutors, for explaining everything, and everyone for coming on and watching. Like I said, if you're wanting to chat with anyone, then register your interest. If you have already registered before, please just email info@industryconnect.org. That's info, I'll put that in the comments, info@industryconnect.org, and one of the team will then get back to you. Okay, well, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you all the tutors there. Good night.
Good night.